Hey everybody, I'm Captain Zeus, that there's Novaverse, and welcome to the channel. If you haven't read the latest My Hero Academia chapter, spoiler alert.
Warning ahead, spoiler warning.
We will be talking about that today in this video, because holy Sam Jackson, was that a spicy chapter. So so once again, spoiler warning. Okay, everyone should be gone now. So, this latest chapter, couple of things, which was the end of the chapter, Deku leaving UA High School. Like, I didn't see that coming at all.
No, I don't think anyone saw that coming.
No,
like people thought, just a visit to the hospital, the usual press conference after every attack, and we just go back to good UA high school shenanigans. But no, they're like, nah, man,
you're out.
No more.
I'm out. Peace. And when we get to that part where he's like, after the letter, saying, "Hey, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Here's the secrets of my powers. By the by," we see this spicy costume. I think this is like his spiciest costume, and we're gonna break it down a little bit from the knowledge that we have. One thing that stands out is the scarf. Looks really familiar, if you don't say so myself. Like Stain,
indeed.
Almost. And same thing as like the knee garms as well. I could just kind of notice that it kind of resembles Stain's as well.
Yeah, like torn or burned. It kind of like clothing, that Stain's very well known for.
Yeah. And like at the very, very last panel, you see like Midoriya's face is all like, "I'm Sasuke now." He's all like depressed looking.
Yeah, he left the Hidden Leaf. So
yeah, he left him. Went to go to Orochimaru. But I do like it's still like his regular costume, but it's like a mixture of Stains and some other components in there as well. He's got a big backpack. This man, obviously, he's prepared to survive out there in the wilderness. Anything you see that kind of stands out there, Nova?
Don't know what it's called. Have you seen the first My Hero movie? I don't know if you have.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Do you, his arms, they kind of look like the red what's it called, power, whatever you want to call it, arm
like
cover.
the band
that he had to power up his, it kind of looks like that. And it looks like he has two of them,
both arms.
I don't know exactly if that's that, but that's what I thought of when I saw the little swirl spin up on him. Of course, it could just be like
bandages.
They're
all bloodied,
of course, and stuff like that. But that would be pretty cool. I don't know if what was her name?
Make the movie somewhat canon in a very interesting way or something.
Yeah, because they did technically, before that break, they're like, yeah, we're actually going to Island.
Well, that's not canon.
Island, or
that's
in a sense. You know what I mean? That's a completely different story.
Topic.
But that's what I thought. I think you also brought up the cross on his.
I was going to mention that. Yes.
Shoulder. You can go into that. I didn't know.
I have no idea where that's from.
I really thought.
I don't know what I thought, but that shoulder arm crossed, his left side of his body has an X that's sideways, looking like a T. That's interesting. I don't know what that would be or where it's from, unless it's just like another upgrade to his costume, which is super fine.
He's a crusader.
You can kind of see it could just be his actual costume as well, just because his costume kind of has those like lines that kind of resemble how he powers up. But yeah, so that's just kind of some observations, obviously, that we have about the costume itself. We do have a time skip. Right before this recording, I had to go back like a couple of chapters to find out. It's been about a month. It says April, but it seems longer from the way Midoriya looks.
Very mature.
Yes,
looks mature.
He looks like he's about to go on My Hero Academia Shippuden. Like, but no, it's been like not even a month. It's probably been several weeks, because it's March when the raid happens, and basically 2 weeks go by. Like 1 week goes by after they warn about the hospital. Another week goes by after the raid. So it's like 3 to 4 weeks, somewhere around there, that goes by. So it's an interesting time skip. I think we're probably just gonna see flashbacks to the in between time, and then we'll just see what happens from April on. I don't think this is gonna be like, hey, here's the first couple of pages, me fighting somebody, and then here's the flashback for all those several weeks, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I got you.
And then the last thing as well you see in that little last 2 pages is it says the final act begins on, was it the 28th? Yes. The
March
final
28th.
act of this series apparently ends or starts on the 28th. So my thing is, I hope it's not the end of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's something. They'll do like a Naruto Shippuden kind of deal. They'll like have this end. Maybe Shigaraki survives, but he's like so wounded, and then it's like, I'll catch you next time, gadget kind of deal.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like several years go by, he's graduated high school, and then Shigaraki comes back, and then it's the final showdown kind of deal. And it's a lot more mature, which the series is kind of already becoming that way.
Yes. Yeah.
That's kind of my hope on it. I hope that they just don't end it, because we're supposed to be introduced to Midoriya's dad soon as well. But I don't know how he's gonna tie all that together.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot, you know, because there's been a lot of theories about who Midoriya's dad is. Shoot, people were saying like it was the doctor in the very beginning.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like some people were just shooting like things off.
A lot of people are like, it's Endeavor.
It's Endeavor. He has so many children.
So many spawns.
But I definitely see a lot of similarities from My Hero to like Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like you were saying, how, you know, in that panel looking like a Sasuke, leaving the Hidden Leaf Village.
Exactly.
Going to, you know, Orochimaru, in which I'm pretty sure we're gonna talk about this later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next.
Yeah, so you know, should I just
go
bring
ahead?
it up?
Go ahead.
Okay. You know, we possibly talked about, hey, Midoriya could be going to train with Stain, so you know that could be Sasuke going over to Orochimaru to learn, you know, some secrets and stuff like that. But ooh, snap. But what's it called? The future of like the manga, definitely like this part is gonna plant some seeds. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like what is to come in the future, and then definitely I can see a Shippuden style of time skip. You know, we're kind of getting not rid of, but you know, UA we're leaving behind. We're being more mature. You know,
this
what
is
I mean?
still their first year.
you know what I mean? Everything just happened in 1 year.
Exactly. This all happens in 1 year of Japanese high school.
You know what I mean? So like, which I mean, I know some people really love the school aspect of My Hero. That's, you know, shoot, that was like
the whole center.
My Hero, you know what I mean?
Academia.
First starting it up, man, the festivals, the tournaments and all that stuff with the students and the different classes. A lot of people enjoyed that, but now it's turning into more serious, you know, darker tone and stuff like that.
Kind of like Hunter x Hunter.
I can see that. Yeah. They're like, okay, we're gotta throw this out, you know, plant the seeds.
Plants it.
And then we'll give you this next, what's it called? What would you call it? Because I don't want to always call it Shippuden style.
Let's just say Shippuden style. We can say
Shippuden
sequel series as well.
Sequel series. There you go.
Yeah.
Just plant the seeds for a next sequel series.
Yeah, because there's the citizens that also have the like the weapons and everything to fight against the villains, but as we saw, they're causing like mass destruction. It's way worse than if a hero would have just arrived. So it could also be like like there could be like the first arc, which is just a regular person, with like no powers or something minuscule, causing an uprising within the people because of the effects of the hospital raid.
I mean? Things are just going crazy. Heroes are leaving like nobody's business after that huge raid. I mean, the press conference we just recently get to see, people are like, dude, we need heroes. We need you to stop these villains now, because we're not going to be able to like sleep at night until we know these villains are down and gone. And Endeavor is not the best.
I loved Endeavor's
response. With people. Yeah, he's like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to like cry and stuff to show you how much I'm grieving? Like, I know what the circumstances is. I know what I need to do.
I know more than anyone. Like, let's calm down.
It's tough, dude. It's tough out there. These villains are no joke. Nope. And I know you guys are gonna scream and yell at me and like, you lied to me and all this stuff. And how could you raise up someone to be like Dobby and stuff? I'm sorry, but I know what I need to do. I need to go. I have to shut him down. You know what I mean?
Permanently.
But like, for real. But like, yeah, this is definitely flipping the script. So maybe this next sequel series, they need more heroes.
Oh yeah.
Where would you get them?
Recruitment.
From the school. So imagine you need to.
So. But as you were mentioning earlier, though, this will be the last-ish topic. But with the time skip and the costume breakdown, from what it looks like, Deku may have been trained by Stain.
Yes.
I mean, he does obviously wear the attire that's very similar to Stain, with the scarf and the knee bands, as we were mentioning earlier. And with the time skip, maybe Stain like sacrifices himself for Deku, and that's why he's all like Sasuke looking, kind of like, like pulled a Jiraiya almost. And it's like, I'm doing this for you. You go and save the world, kind of deal, But yeah, because it's looking like that he was trained by Stain, especially with there's already a lot of theories out there, and it would make sense. It would make sense for him to like go past Plus Ultra from his previous training in order to be able to push his own limits and learn a new style, since he's such a nerd.
Yeah, he needs so many different styles. You know what I mean?
Honestly.
But I can definitely see training with Stain, because the thing with Stain, like, sure, it seemed like he was just like one and done, like the hero killer, he's out of here.
Right.
Bye, Stain, you know what I mean? Bye. But I definitely need him back. He was talking like so much like sense, like he was literally like shaking, like
he shook
the world in the sense, you know what I mean? Like people were like watching out for the news, like people were buying Stain merch and stuff like that. Like people were like, you know what I mean?
Heroes and villains, they were both like, his will is pretty legit.
Even though he was known as a hero killer, people going to the mall to buy Stain merch, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'll be honest, I totally would.
Yeah, I would buy Stain merch too. Buy a headband and the two swords. Yeah,
I'm Stained murder.
Yeah. Now, Jimmy, no murdering. Right
no
now.
Murdering Tommy. Come on, we talked about this.
But what's it called? Definitely would love to see him come back. He didn't seem like, okay, murder's bad. Clearly, but
definition.
But he wasn't just killing to kill. He had a reason to, and stuff like that. And Midoriya is clearly realizing it's not just black and white. It's not good and bad, because clearly Shigaraki, with the part with like the predecessors, they're like, can you kill him? You know what I mean? Even though he's my grandson and all that stuff.
I would have said yes. I'm like, girl, I will murder him dead.
And I feel like people would be like, yeah, I understand, I need to kill him, but no. Midoriya's like, no, I still want to save him. And so I feel like he's starting to understand this gray area of it's not just good and bad. Clearly. And who fits perfectly in that gray area? I think Stain does. Yeah.
I mean, he's more of in his actions, the things that he does specifically, it is a little bit towards the bad side, but the purpose of it is towards the good side.
Yeah, the way he does it, the dark side, but the reasoning behind it and the people he actually is going after, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is kind of light side. You know what I mean?
Because he acknowledged that All Might is the true hero, which everyone knows that. And then he also recognized Midoriya as well. So that's obviously something that could tie in as well, as since he's recognized All Might and Midoriya as like the legit Nith, it would make sense that he would be somewhat willing to train him.
Yeah. So I totally agree.
How do you think this is going to end, though?
Like how do you think
these next few chapters? What do you think is going to happen? And then like the end of the series, maybe.
Well, knowing that if you have something with Midoriya, you know who's right behind him?
All Might.
Well, All Might, yes, but Bakugo is always right behind him. Yeah. So something's gonna happen with Bakugo. I feel like he's gonna be pissed in the beginning, but it might be like a since he's leaving and he's probably imagining like, okay, now he's leaving, he's probably training as well. And also Bakugo being technically the first one out of the whole class to know about the secret. You know what I mean? So
he'll be pretty cool. He'd be like,
he had a longer time to understand like the secret, why he actually is leaving, instead of the other students are like, wow, he's leaving and there's a secret power and all that stuff.
What?
You know what I mean? They were gonna be shook, but like Bakugo's gonna be like have more time to understand and stuff like that. But you know, I always thought they were kind of like two sides to the same coin, like
frenemies,
but you know, been there together since, you know, friends and all that stuff, going to the same academy. But yeah, I think something's gonna happen with Bakugo, either him, because he's been more chill, like he still has that explosive attitude, explosive,
but he has calmed down from like the beginning of the series.
Definitely calmed down. So I think he'll understand I need to get stronger as well, you know what I mean? Because you know he brings it up all the time that like, you're not gonna be stronger than me. So he'll probably go underneath training as well. Maybe I don't think he'll leave.
I don't think he will. I don't think All Might might train him though. I think All Might will be like, this is some things that could help you out. I'm going to train you personally. And he's like Baku will probably be like, no, I don't need your help kind of deal. But then he's like, you know how Midoriya is persistent, All Might will be kind of persistent, and then he'll just like do it and he'll kind of like cool off. Maybe he'll get a legit hero name this time.
Yeah,
like King Explosion Murder.
Something Dynamite. I don't remember the full thing.
I think I was just like, it should just be Dyna-Might.
Dynamite.
But I think everyone's gonna kind of like buff up and improve themselves for sure. I think Uraraka and Bakugo will be hit the hardest, and they will be training the hardest. I think everyone else will be semi-moderate about it. Maybe Todoroki as well.
I think probably he's gonna need a buff pretty soon if he's gonna be fighting Dabi.
Yeah, I think he'll try to train with his dad.
I would imagine a huge just Shoto family showdown, just like, you know what I mean, just fire and ice everywhere. And wow!
What is this, Game of Thrones?
Yeah, basically.
Yep. But yeah, that's actually a really nice one. I would like to see some Bakugo-centric story in these next few chapters as well. But I think Deku's gonna have a bit of a buff personality-wise. He's gonna like learn some things within these next few weeks that's taken most people years to figure out.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna start to hunt down some people too, from what we saw at the last chapter or the last page of it too.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna be more of like hunting, like you said, hunting down, like trying to get this as quickly as possible, or like take his time, you know, strike one person at a time, you know, at the right time, instead of like
I think he'll be like testing his strength. Like he'll be going up against random villains and be like testing out his moves, his skills, all that kind of stuff, and then just leaves before the actual heroes get there. But then he's still like hunting down the League of Villains or the Paranormal Liberation Front. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
That.
Because, you know, he does have his hero's license, or I believe so, right? Or
he
is
has
it provisional? Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, we'll just go with that.
I thought he was good to use his powers out of.
He is
in a city combat, you know, something going down scenario. So, you know, put that to the test. Start training. But yeah,
I'm excited for these next few chapters. I can't wait. And if this next chapter is spicy enough, we'll have a podcast coming out about it on our nerd channel, The Block Party. The podcast name is Nerds and Squares. You can check out a whole bunch of other nerd stuff over there. We got like Snyder Cut, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Star Wars, you know, the whole shebang. You know, you can let us know your thoughts on that stuff over there, and let us know in the comments your theories about these next couple of chapters, and you know, what do you think is going to happen with Deku and UA High School, and if Deku actually was trained by Stain or is going to be. You know, I'm very intrigued on this. This has really got my interest peaked for sure, and I'm hype. I'm rereading this whole arc.
Yeah, you were telling me you're rereading it, and I was like, "Dang."
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. That the raid was pretty long.
Yeah, it's pretty like 48 chapters.
Yeah,
and I'm rereading the whole thing.
And there's a big it's not 48 chapters of just like constantly fighting. It's 48 chapters of like info just coming at you, like backstory. Lore and stuff, and it's like
lore.
I gotta take this in. You know,
I just gotta breathe.
Yeah, so it's amazing though. But I am so excited. March 28th.
March 28th. Mark your calendars.
Yeah.
Unless you're watching this after that, and then unmark your calendars.
Because you're too late.
Yes. But thank you everybody so much for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share the video with everyone you know, and let us know in the comments your thoughts, theories, feelings, what your favorite color is, the whole shebang. I'm Captain Zeus. That fine gentleman over there is Novaburst, and we will catch you guys in the next video. See ya.
Peace.
Plus Ultra.